Happy Wednesday, Fabulous! Nars here with today's fix. A Splinter Cell remake is finally in the making. Stalker 2 will be linked to NFTs for its launch, and Dr. Disrespect starts a new AAA game studio with former Halo and Call of Duty devs. Ubisoft just announced a Splinter Cell remake has been greenlit for development at Ubisoft Toronto. The game will be completely rebuilt using Ubisoft's own Snowdrop game engine, which is the same engine used to develop Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. In a tweet today via Ubisoft's account, the news broke out alongside more info on Ubisoft's website, where producer Matt West discussed his vision of the remake, which is still in its earliest stage of development. Keeping true to the spirit of the earlier games, West hopes to take the remake further, updating the series visually and integrating design elements to match player comfort and expectations. The game will reportedly maintain a linear progression like the originals, with the team declining to translate the game to an open-world setting as found so often with current AAA titles. Even without an open-world setting, technical producer Peter Hendrino still envisions allowing players to do some exploring, leveraging the new engine and new console lifecycle. Fans can be confident that stealth action redefined will be a valuable component that modern audiences will recognize from the original game as a huge focus of core gameplay. The team is hyper-focused on preserving the sense of mastery in situations that demand strategic planning, gadgets, and creativity when faced with challenges. In honoring the direction of Splinter Cell's legacy, Hendrinos ensured he wanted a team made up of people perfect for the job, opening applications up to anyone who wants to join Ubisoft Toronto to work on the new Splinter Cell remake. With a direction to make the game modern, but built on the foundation of the brand's rich history, the team hopes to rebuild a solid base for the future of Splinter Cell. Moving on, the developers behind Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl have announced that its upcoming sequel will actually be linked to NFTs when it launches in 2022. Man, everyone is trying to get into NFTs or the metaverse. It's bonkers. Like, seriously, what is going on? Details surrounding the NFTs have not been released, but the studio did discuss one specific NFT which will allow the owner to become the first ever metahuman, which in English means an NPC in the game. Why you gotta make it so hard, guys? Just say that. Per a report on The Verge, GSC Game World announced the STALKER Metaverse, which will use blockchain technology to let the community own a piece of Stalker 2. In order to bring this idea to life, the studio partnered with NFT marketplace D-Market with an auction for the NFT taking place in January 2022. The winning bidder will be offered a digital proof of ownership over an item, but doesn't have to claim the metahuman prize token. The winning bidder can theoretically sell the token to another user after the auction should they choose to, but there will be a specific claim date for the actual token. Regardless of who claims the token, the redeemer will then need to come to the GSC studio to have their image scanned in detail to recreate the owner's identity within the game for one of the studio's NPCs. This isn't the first time we've heard of blockchain meeting gaming, as Peter Molyneux has also mentioned his next game, Legacy, a play-to-earn blockchain-powered business sim, will include NFTs. In addition, it will feature land NFTs, which can be bought in order to become a business associate in the game, with Legacy also featuring its very own cryptocurrency known as Legacy Coin. It's getting interesting as more and more games are experimenting with crypto market, while some have pushed back with concerns around blockchain's effect on the market, as in the case of Steam banning blockchain games or games that issue NFTs or cryptocurrencies. However this pans out is anybody's guess, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. And finally, Dr. Disrespect, also known as Guy Beahm, has launched a new AAA studio called Midnight Society, working alongside former Call of Duty and Halo developers. The studio is set to take a community approach to game development with plans to involve players and influencers at all stages of development. The studio has begun development on their first title, which is set to be announced very soon. Although we have no idea what this first title will look like, co-founder of Midnight Society industry veteran Robert fourzerotwo Bowling has stated that the approach to game development would be completely open, involving players throughout the design process, defying how games have been done and rewarding the influencers who make them successful. I appreciate that a lot, guys. It's hard out here for us creators, like seriously. This also isn't Beam's first foray into game development. He previously worked at Call of Duty studio Sledgehammer Games before making a name for himself as a streamer. And that was your Games Fix for today, December 15th. Download the IGN app on all your devices, follow the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things everything else, head on over to IGN.com. I'm Nars, and remember to always stay fabulous. Woo!
The feedback we received from E3 was so incredible, so it just gave us a huge push to get things done and get this game to the level of the expectations.
Probably for E3 and for our competitors and for for players at large, it probably came out of nowhere.